In the vast tapestry of human history, the 17th century marked a turning point, a period of great transformation. The old world was evolving, fueled by the Enlightenment's ideals of rationality, liberty, and progress. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, a new world emerged, a land of hope and opportunity, shaping its identity from a patchwork of diverse settlers and indigenous cultures. This was an era of pioneers, explorers, and revolutionaries. Fast forward to the 1770s, the American colonies, once a beacon of British imperial ambition, were simmering with discontent. The seeds of rebellion had been sown. The Stamp Act of 1765 had sparked the first whispers of revolt as the colonists protested against taxation without representation. The Boston Massacre in 1770 fanned the flames of rebellion as 5 colonists fell to British gunfire. The year 1772 saw the formation of the Committees of Correspondence, the colony's first attempt at unified communication. This network of communications served as the backbone of the American Revolution, facilitating the exchange of information and ideas across the 13 colonies. In 1773, the Boston Tea Party demonstrated the colonists' defiance against the British rule. In retaliation for the Tea Act, which allowed the British East India Company to sell tea directly to the colonies, bypassing colonial merchants, a group of colonists disguised as Mohawk Indians dumped hundreds of chests of tea into Boston Harbor. This act of rebellion was a direct challenge to British authority and a pivotal moment in the lead-up to the Revolution. The year 1774 ushered in the First Continental Congress. Representatives from 12 of the 13 colonies met in Philadelphia to coordinate their resistance to British rule. They drafted the Declaration and Resolves, which outlined their rights as Englishmen and their grievances against the Crown. 2 years later, in 1776, the Second Continental Congress convened. Thomas Jefferson, a Virginia delegate, was tasked with drafting a formal statement justifying the colony's break from Britain. This document, known as the Declaration of Independence, was adopted on July 4th, marking the birth of the United States of America. In this video, we've traveled through time to the 1770s, a decade marked by rebellion and revolution. We witnessed the escalating tensions between the American colonies and the British Crown, from the Stamp Act of 1765 to the Boston Massacre. We explored the role of the Committees of Correspondence in uniting the colonies and the symbolic significance of the Boston Tea Party. We delved into the First Continental Congress and the drafting of the Declaration and Resolves. Finally, we arrived at the momentous year of 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was adopted, signaling the birth of a new nation. As we close this chapter of history, we're reminded of the power of unity, the courage of conviction, and the enduring spirit of revolution that shaped the United States of America.